Good evening, everyone.
Yeah, good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, ma'am.
Yeah. So,
Good evening,
did you
ma'am.
people test the previous class API that we have created using the AI? Did it provide you the response?
Yes, ma'am. I get the response.
Okay. So, those who have got the results from the AI, just do one thing: take the screenshot, or else whenever the project review will be there, you people can show that to me. Okay, you can upload in LinkedIn and tag me over there so that I can see, right?
Okay, ma'am.
All right.
Okay, ma'am.
So, in the previous class that we have learned about the how to integrate the Gemini API with our Node.js and get the response from the Gemini, from the Gemini AI, right? And let's see if the data gets stored in my MongoDB Compass. You people are requested to switch your mics off. I'm speaking this repeatedly. Okay. Even I got the response from the Gemini API. Let me show you people. Okay. So before starting with our today's session, the thing that we have to learn for today is the CRUD operations as well as the JWT. So just raise your hands, those who have the basic knowledge about what the JWT actually is. Okay, I can see many people. Great.
JSON web token.
All right. Okay. So today, what we are going to do, we are going to create certain files and then we are going to perform some CRUD operations. And if we get the time, then we will also discover what the JWT actually is and what is it made up of for those who do not know that, right? So just in the previous class, we have learned about the server and then we have also discussed that we need some schema, that is the MongoDB schema, in order to provide the data in our MongoDB Compass, right? We have done till this much.
Yes, ma'am.
We have imported the .env file, then Express, and then the inside this folder that is config.db. Yeah, here we have also connected the Mongoose, right? Using which method?
Connect with them.
You are
Process.env dot mongo URI.
Okay, great. All right. So we have connected our MongoDB as well with our Node.js. So that is why we have imported it in our server.js. Along with that, we have also assigned the Express to the app, and then we have also called the connectDB method. So we have assigned the Mongo URI over here. That is why what I will do, instead of writing the Mongo URI over here, I have just passed the URI object inside URI parameter inside the connect method. Understood till this part? We have done this in the previous class as well.
yes, ma'am.
And these are things. Okay, great. So what am I going to do is, for today, we are going to see some models. And inside the models, I have created some schema. In the project schema, I'm having the title of the project, the description, the owner of the project, members, and members you people can see it is in the array format. Can you people see?
Yes, ma'am.
It is enclosed inside the square brackets, which means what? The number of members I am going to provide inside the member schema that is going to store inside the members array. And one more thing people can notice over here is I have written the type as mongoose.schema.types.object_id, which means what? As you people can see in different databases. Okay, let me see. Yeah. See here. These are the different object IDs, right? Can you people see?
Yes, ma'am.
So
Yeah, yes,
whenever
ma'am.
I'm declaring this owner and the type as types.object_id, this one is going to store the object IDs. Instead of the numbers and strings, I'm storing the object ID. And the reason behind storing them inside the object ID inside these owner and member is that, like, if we simply store strings or numbers, MongoDB wouldn't be able to relate them directly to another collection's documents. Say, for example, I will create one more model over here, like user dot or the admin.js, and in that document, if I want to add the same data which is present inside my owner, then my object ID is really going to be helpful for me, so that by using the object ID only, I can access that inside my admin.js. Got it till this part, or any doubt in this?
No, ma'am.
Okay, see here, one more thing I have written, that is ref as user. What is the ref? The ref tells Mongoose from which model the object ID refers to. Since we have taken the object ID, it must include some object IDs from some database, and the name of the model from where they are taking the object ID is user. You people can also see over here, that is the user, the same object ID. Just a second, let me plug my charger. Okay, so one question to you people. If I want to create a user, then what kind of data do I need to provide in the body of my postman? Anyone?
Madam,
Email.
can you please repeat the question?
If I want to create a new user and check the API in Postman for creating a new user, so what all details should I have to provide in the body of my Postman so that a new user gets created?
Ma'am,
Like
basically,
email,
Ma'am, the name and
password,
email.
name, email, password.
Name,
Great.
email,
The
password.
name, email, password.
Full name and the last name if you
Yeah.
want.
The role will be defaultly as user, so we don't want to mention the role.
Yeah. So here, the user can only provide these three roles, that is the user, manager, or admin. Got it to this part?
yes, ma'am.
Okay, great. Now what we will do, we will move to our controllers. I will go to the project controller.js. Here, I will develop the CRUD operations for creating the projects. What do you people mean by the CRUD operation? Any idea?
And
Create,
basic like creation,
Update.
update, patch,
deletion.
Great. So what I will do?
resolve.
So one thing that I'm going to use the models, right, in order to create the project. So which model do I need to use? Tell me. Project model. So here, if I have to use the project model, what is the first thing that I have to do?
We have to import the model.
Okay. So here, I will write const project is equal to require, and here I will provide the path of the file. From the models, I need project. That's it. I have imported this. Now I am going to create different methods with the help of exports keyword. And here I will name my method as create project is equal to, here I will provide an asynchronous function. And this is going to take two parameters, that is the request and response. Why is it taking two parameters?
రెస్పాన్స్ సెండ్ చేయడానికి అండ్ రిసీవ్ చేసుకోవడానికి బోత్ సెండ్ అండ్ రిసీవ్ ద డేటా
Rusty we have created.
Okay. All right. So here I will write a variable that is const project, right, is equal to. So tell me, if this is an asynchronous method, asynchronous function, what is the keyword that I have to write over here?
Await.
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 So here I will write project dot, I will write the create method. And inside the create method, I will write title. And then I will write request dot body dot title. So this is the first way through which you can take different parameters from the request dot body. And I will tell you about the second way. Just I will copy it.
Could you zoom this window?
Okay, sure. Is it clear now?
Great.
So here in place of title, I will write description.
ऐसे ही बड़ा सिंपल वाला एक ये बर्गर का छेद ले है ना छेद बर्गर का दिले एग्जाम में लगता होता है
Whoever is going to switch their mics on, if they do not have their doubts, then I'm going to do the same thing repeatedly. Okay. So here I will provide description of it. And after the description, I will take the owners and members. So for the owners, just tell me, instead of title, what should I write? Not over here, but this side. I want the ID, right?
Object ID.
ఎస్ మ్యామ్
Okay.
ఆబ్జెక్ట్ ఐడి
So here I will write request.user dot underscore ID, because that's not the object ID. It's written as underscore ID. And then here it is written as object ID. So in order to take this value, I have to write underscore ID. Are you getting my point?
ఎస్ మ్యామ్
Okay. And after that, I will write members. This one will be request dot body dot members. And there are a couple of possibilities that the members can be present or else the members cannot be present. So for that, if the members are not present, then it is going to take an empty array. Understood till this part?
Yes, ma'am.
यस मैम
Okay. So now it will take the entire data from the body, and after that, it is going to take, it is going to provide us the response. Tell me the status code for success.
200.
మ్యామ్ 200.
200 మ్యామ్
Okay. And now, after saving this entire data and creating this, what does it have to do? It will return us with the same data that is it has created in the MongoDB to us. So the data is stored inside the project variable, right? That is why inside the project inside the JSON method, I have written project. What it will do? It will return us the entire data in a JSON format. And now, one more thing that I will do over here is I will copy this and then I will create a try catch block. And inside the try block, I'm going to paste it. Okay. All right. After this, if any error occurs over here, then it will respond us with a status code. Yeah, 500. And with a JSON message. And the message will say, server error. All right. And after that, it is going to display the exact error that is being occurred over here. Okay. Now I have created the project. What I will do, I will write one more function. It is exports dot get projects. So from the name itself, you people can guess what is it going to do. What is this function going to do? Any idea?
It
Ma'am,
fetches
it will
the
read all the projects.
Receive the receive message, ma'am.
Okay. So here also I have placed a try catch block. And here, if you want role-based filtering, then we can also make it over here. What do we mean by the role-based filtering? So as we have provided different roles in our schema, so we can allow only certain roles in order to check which projects are present inside the database. So here I will write that's it. After that, what I will do, I will create one more variable, that is projects is equal to, here I will write await project dot, here I will write the find method, so that whichever data is present inside my database is stored is read, and then it is found using the find method. And then what I will use the populate method. And inside the populate method, I will describe the role as owner. And then I will provide name and then the email. Understood till this part? Or are there any doubts?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So after that, if it finds the entire projects present inside my MongoDB, it will return us in the JSON format. And if any error occurs, then the same thing will be shown over here. So does anyone has the idea what kind of method do we have to use in order to update and delete the project?
Find by ID.
Anyone? Okay. And what about the rest of the others? Do people have any idea? Which method do we have to use? Okay. So for them, let's create the API for update and delete as well. Okay.
Ma'am, there is a doubt. Why we use owner in populate?
Can you please repeat?
Ma'am, why we use owner and name email in the populate section?
So when I have hovered over here, can you see these data that are occurring on the screen?
Yes, ma'am, I got it, the user populate, but why we use owner specifically?
Because I only want the owner. Can you see over here? It is present that the user, where it is? Yeah, owner. Can you see the field that I have provided owner?
Yes, ma'am.
So
Yes,
this
ma'am.
owner refers to the same that I have provided over here. It will take the owner and then it will provide the name and email along with all the projects that I have stored.
Okay, ma'am.
Got it? The name and email which is stored inside the owner.
Got it, ma'am.
All right. So here, after getting all the projects, what I want to do, I want to update them. So for that, I will write exports dot update project. And if I'm writing exports, then what do I need? What is the thing that I do not need to do?
What, ma'am?
If I am writing exports keyword in the very beginning, what is the line that I have to skip at the end?
Ma'am, exports dot module dot exports.
Great. So here I will write async request and response. And this one is going to be an arrow function. Again, I'm going to initialize a try catch block. In the try block, I'll write the same variable, that is project, is equal to, here I will write await, and then project schema dot, the method that I am going to use over here is find by ID. At first, I will find the project, and then I will take request dot params dot ID. Why am I writing the request dot params dot ID? Any idea?
Ma'am, from parameter of that URL or the API link, we can get the ID of that specific project.
Great. Great. So whenever we want to update a project, say for example, there are n number of projects in your database present, right? So what I will do, suppose these are my projects. So here you people can see that the ID of each and every entry which is present inside my database is different, which makes it unique. So if I have to update this, what I will do, I will simply go to my postman over here, and then here I will select the put method, right? And after that, after providing a backslash, what I will do, I will go to my compass again, and then I am going to select this entire ID, and then I will copy it, and then I am going to paste it in my URL. That is why it becomes the parameter of my URL, which is why this ID I have written as request.params.id. Any doubt till here?
No, ma'am.
Yeah, ma'am. Clear.
Okay. What if the project is not found? That is why I'm providing the condition if not project. Then what it will do? It will return with a response with a status code 404. And then again it will provide us a JSON message. And this message will say project not found. And if the project is found, what will happen then? Here, I will allow only the owner or admin or manager to edit it, because there are 3 roles only, right? Allow the owner or the admin
User.
or the say
Manager.
manager to edit it. Okay, so how to do that? Here what I will do, I will create const can edit variable, right? And then I will write project dot owner dot, here I will use a method that will compare if the owner is equal to the provided user roles, that's the owner, admin or whichever manager, right? So here, which method I am going to use? I will use the equals method. And inside the equals method, instead of providing the string, what did I tell you people? What should we provide?
Request as person.
What is present over here?
Their IDs.
Object ID, right? So instead
Object
of providing the string, what I will do? I will just simply provide the, here I will provide request dot user dot underscore ID, because the object ID is stored where? Inside this ID, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And then I will provide or, and inside the array I am going to provide admin manager. So I can allow, I will take the ID, and then I will take, if the ID is present, then it will take the ID, or else it is going to take the string, that is admin on or manager. And then how I will compare? I will check if it includes, over here, in order to take the role, what will I do? I will write request dot user dot role. Got it till this part?
Yes, ma'am.
Any doubt is there? All right. And here I will place one more condition. That is, if not can edit. After that, it will return a response. The status code 403. And this will provide a JSON message. Tell me, if the user is nothing, neither the owner nor the admin nor the manager, will he be able to edit the data present in the database?
No.
No.
So that is why it will provide a message forbidden. That means no one else has the access to edit the data. All right. After that, what I will do? I will provide project dot title is equal to, here I will take the project's title from the body. Here I will write okay. So here I will write request dot body dot title. All right. And after that, same thing I will take, that is the description of the project. And then here I will provide project dot
Ma'am, one
members.
small thing, you typed description spelling mistake, ma'am.
Can you please repeat?
Yes, ma'am.
You typed the description spelling mistake, ma'am. Double S you put in type, ma'am. Description,
Okay,
request,
okay, all right, all
dot
right.
body.
Okay, all right.
Oh.
Got it. Is equal to, here I will write request dot body dot members. So one thing to be noticed over here is we have taken the same data in the above part as well, where we were creating a project, right? So what will happen? It will check if it is already existing and the user does not want to update the title, description, or member, then it will stay the same, or else it is going to take the updated data from the user. So in order to take the updated data, we have written request.body.members. any field that the user wants to update. And if the user does not want to update certain fields, then what will happen? For that purpose, what we will do, we are going to place the double question mark over here. And if the user does not want to update it, then the title will stay the same that has already been provided by the user. Getting my point? Why are we writing this entire thing?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Similarly, I will write this for the description. And same thing goes for the members as well. That's it. And as of now, we have updated our data. And after updating the data, the next thing that we have to do is we will save the updated data in our MongoDB. So for that, I will write await followed by the projects dot save method. And what it will do, it will save the updated data in the project. And after saving that, it is going to respond us with the same data in a JSON format. So that I will write project. That's it. And if any error occurs over here, then it is going to provide us the same message in the catch block. So till now, we have created, we have read the data, we have updated the data, and finally, we have to delete the data. So for that, we have a method that is find by ID and delete. Or else, we can also use the remove method, right? So for that, what I will do, I will create one more function, that is export dot delete project is equal to, it should be exports. Yeah. Here I will write async request and response. After that, here I will provide a try catch block. Inside this, I will take const project is equal to, I will write the same thing. In order to do anything with the project, we have to check if the project is already existing in the database. All right. And same thing that I will do. If the project is not found, I will show the message that the project is not found. And here I'm going to create one more variable, that is const. I have made this can edit, and here I'm going to create a variable can delete. So any guesses from your side? What am I going to write after this? Any guesses?
Equal to project dot owner means which one you
Great,
can
great, great, great. Here I will provide and I will check if the user's ID is present inside the owner, or else the user is admin or the manager. For that, I have to take the role as well, isn't it? So for that purpose, I will take this entire thing. I'll copy it and then I will paste it over here. And then I will write await. After that, project dot remove method. That's it. After that, here, after removing the project from the database, it will respond us with a status code of 200 and then a JSON message project deleted successfully. I will save this entire thing. So tell me the important thing that we need in order to execute these functions, without which we will not be able to execute these functions.
What, ma'am? Please ask again.
What is that thing without which we will not be able to execute these functions? We provide it in our URL.
And it is required to connect it with the server, main server code.
Routes.
Okay, that's the important.
Creating
Great, routes. Routes. Okay, all right. So here, one more thing you people have seen, that we are also comparing the user's role, right? So how to check if the user is actually the admin or something else? We have to write codes for that as well, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now what we will do, as you people can see, I have certain middlewares over here. Auth.js and role.js. Can you people see?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So when I will go to my role.js, here I will write certain codes. That is, here I will write const authorize is equal to, inside the parenthesis, I will write roles
First, yes.
allowed is equal to, here I'm creating an empty array, which means inside this variable roles allowed, I have stored some empty array, and then I am passing this entire variable inside the as a parameter to what? As a parameter to an arrow function. And inside the arrow function, I will write if, and here I'm going to place the type of operator. What is the work of type of?
It checks the data type.
It checks the data type. So here I'm going to check the data type of roles allowed. And what I will check? If this roles allowed is whether a string. Okay. And then if it is a string, what I will do? I will populate the variables which is having an empty array. So for that, I will write roles allowed is equal to whichever role the user is going to provide. I will put it inside the array. Did you people understand this line? What am I actually doing?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And then I will provide a return. Yeah. And this return method will take request, response, and next. And what do we mean by the next along with the request and response? That we will discover what is it going to do. Okay. Here I will take one condition. If not request dot user. The condition will check whether the user is present or not. Then respond with a status code of 401. This will provide us the JSON message that it is not authenticated. Here the message will be provided to us, which will say not authenticated. All right. And one more condition I will place over it. If not roles allowed dot length. Just tell me, if I remove this not, okay, what will be the value of the length? Say for example, I am providing the roles as admin. What will be the value of roles allowed dot length?
The 5, ma'am.
5.
Great. That is going to be 5. Here I will provide returns next. And what do I mean by the next? I mean that if the length of the rows allowed is not present, which means if not rows allowed dot length, which directly mean that the length of row is not present, and if the length is not present, then it is 0, and if the length is 0, then the row is not present. Are you getting the point?
Yes, ma'am.
So if the role is not present, then what it will do? It will move the control to another middleware, like to the another statement that I'm going to write. That is why whenever we are creating the chain of statements, over there we write the next method. And what is the purpose of using this next method? In order to pass the control from one middleware to another middleware. Now one more question arises. What if we do not write this next method? If we do not write this next method, then the chain in which the control is being passed will hang over there. And before saving, like we are doing this entire thing before saving it, right? And before executing our entire program. So before executing our entire program, the next method will not be able to call another, will not be able to pass the control to different code that we have written, that we will write after this. What will happen then? The program will not be able to execute, and there we will face an error. Getting my point? Or are there any issues with you people to understand this?
Ma'am, please explain another time, ma'am.
Okay, we are going to use this next method once again, and you will tell me if you understood that or not. Let me write it. Here I will place one more condition. If not roles allowed dot includes, here I will provide request dot user dot role. Inside this, I will return response dot status 403 and then a JSON message. What will happen if the user role does not match with the role which is provided by the user? It will be forbidden, obviously. So here I will write inside the curly braces, I will write message, and this will say forbidden, insufficient role. And as I have said, we are going to mention the next method again. So where are we going to mention this? We will write it over here, next. So what is the main significance of this next method? After completing the entire code, this next method is used in order to pass the control from one middleware to another middleware.
Okay.
Understood this part?
Yes, ma'am.
Any doubt is there? Even a smallest doubt, then you people can ask me. Because I am going to ask you people these questions only during your project evaluation. And what is the last thing that we have to do if I want to use this authorize function in my route? I have separate folder for the route. You people can see. What do I have to do if I want to use a function of one file in another file? What do I have to do to that function?
Export and export.
Import and export, ma'am.
Modules dot exports. Module dot exports. And then followed by the name of the function, that is authorize. And then I will save it. Now I have made the authorize function, which will help me in order to check if the role is eligible in order to perform the task, right? So here I will go to my project.js. Over here, what I will do, I will write const express is equal to, here I will import express, and then I will write const router is equal to the same thing, that is express dot router. We have also done this in the previous class. And then I will create a variable that is const project control is equal to, here I will import which file?
Project control. Project controller.
Right. From the controllers, I will take the project control. And along with that, I also want to use the middleware, that is my role.js. So for that, what do I have to do? I have to import it, right?
Yes,
Here I will
ma'am.
write protect is equal to, here I will take require. Inside this, I am going to import from the middleware. I will take the auth. That was in the role.js. Yeah, it was inside the role.js. Okay. So here I will take authorize. And here in place of auth, I will write role. Okay, that's it. And then what I will do, I am going to provide different HTTP methods with the help of router.get. And what will be the first parameter inside the get method?
RESRE.
No.
URL.
We have to write route name.
Route
Okay.
URL.
That is the API
Process
endpoint.
dot process dot
No, dear.
After that, we have to pass middleware.
Okay, here I will take project control dot get projects. Right? We are reading the project. And then what I am doing? I am creating the project. So for that, I will write router dot the post method. And here again, I am going to provide an empty endpoint. After that, I am going to allow certain users only who are eligible to create the project. So for that, I will take authorize, and here I am going to pass an array. And inside this array, it is going to have certain strings. Manager, after that the admin, and then the user. All right.
yes,
After
ma'am.
this, I will call which function? Tell me which function?
Create a project.
Okay. Create project. And now what I will do, I will finally update it, right? For that, I will write router dot put.
Okay.
And here, what do I have to provide along with the endpoint in order to update the product? What else do
ID.
I have to provide? Great. The ID. After that, I will get the dot update project, and finally I will delete router dot delete, and here again I have to provide the ID. So that project control dot delete. That's it. And we are going to test this entire API tomorrow by adding some extra functionality to the APIs. That is, we will learn about the JWT. We will also discover how to use the register and login function. And along with that, we will check how to generate the JWT and sign it virtually. And today, let me provide you the brief introduction for the JWT. So here, as you people can see, this JSON web token. So tell me one thing, whenever you want to take some assurance from someone legally, what do you people do?
We take token.
What do we do? Okay, say for example, your teacher wants to see that you have shown your marks to your parents. What does your teacher ask you to get from your parent?
Signature.
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 Which does what? Which helps to verify that the parent has seen the marks of the child, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
that kind of thing we are going to learn in JSON Web Token. So this JSON Web Token is a kind of token. And when does it get created? This token gets created whenever a user tries to log in into a website. All right. So a JWT consists of 3 parts. That is the header, payload, and signature. Coming on to the header, right? The header contains the metadata of the token. Which type of token is that? This HS256 is a kind of token, which means it's a 64-bit token. That is why it is written HS256. And by this name, it performs certain signing algorithm. All right. Moving on to the payload. The payload contains the information of the user. Say, for example, the unique information in my MongoDB is the user's ID, right? You people can see _ID over here. So I can provide this _ID as the payload or the name as the payload. Anything related to the user, I can provide in the payload. After that, as I have told you, there comes the signature. This means what? We are virtually signing a JWT token. And how to sign the token virtually? In order to check whether this token belongs to a particular user. In order to sign a token virtually, we need a JWT secret key, which varies from one person to another person. And why do we need this virtual signature? Say, for example, what you do? You provide a false signature of your father. Don't you do that? So at that moment, in order to that kind of case can also happen over here. If the JWT token got generated, then someone can get that JWT token and provide it in the request in order to access some kind of features present in the website. Am I making sense to you people? Are you getting the point?
Yes.
Ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
That is why,
Yes,
what do? We provide a JWT secret key in order to sign a JWT token that we will discuss in the next class. This is how the JWT works in case of authentication. As I have said, the token gets generated whenever the user enters his credentials and tries to log in a website. After that, what happens? The server verifies the credentials and then generates a JWT using the sign method. Just keep this method in the mind that we are going to use it in the next class. How does a JSON web token gets generated? With the sign method, right? First, the verification happens, and then the sign method creates the JWT, right? After that, the client stores the token. And where does the client stores it? In the local storage or cookies. And you people might know where do we find the local storage in our browser. All right. Along with that, with the generation of the token, a prefix is always there with a JWT. That is the bearer prefix. How does the token get stored? The token gets stored in the form of an array. Say, for example, this is my array, and here bearer in the first index, and then the token in the second index. Just keep these things in the mind, because today we are going to see the implementation. Inside the array first one, we store will be the bearer, and the second index we will store is going to be the token. Just tell me the index number of bearer
0,
and the index number of token.
1.
1.
Oh.
1, ma'am.
And the verification of the token is done by the verify method. And if the token is valid, then the access is provided. And if the token is not valid, then the access is not provided. So here are the methods that I have said. And these are the parameters that we have to provide in the sign method. First one is the payload. What is the payload?
The user data.
Users data. Great. And here we will provide the secret key. And after that, we can provide much more options that we are going to see. Here we have written expires in. So our JWT token, we can provide any time to get expired. We can provide it 7 days, 1 hour, 3 days, 2 hours, etc. Right? And now, how are we going to verify the JWT token? We will take the token which has got generated, and then we will provide the secret key as the second parameter. Why are we providing the secret key? In order to verify whether the token which has been virtually signed contains the secret key which we have provided in our .env file. That is why we use the verify method and provide two parameters, that is the token and the secret key, in order to check whether the token which has got generated actually belongs to that particular user who has provided the secret key. Got it till this part?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. As I have said, the bearer prefix is always there with the token. And here comes the control, like what actually happens. At first, the client makes a post request with in order to log into the website with the help of his username and password. Now comes the role of the server. What does the server do? The server validates the credentials. The credentials are the username and password. With the help of which? With the help of the sign function, it returns the token. Who returns the token? The server itself. What after that? The client makes a GET request. And then the route is protected. And if the route is protected, the token which is provided by the client, like the client will get the token along with the GET method, the client will also have to provide the token. And now where is the client going to provide the token? Here in the authorization, you people can see bearer and token. The token will appear in this part. And then we have to copy the token and then we have to paste it. And after pasting that, we have to click on the send button. Understood till this part?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
After
yes,
the
ma'am.
user sends the request, the verify method will come into play. And this verify method will be used by the server in order to check whether the token provided by the user actually has that secret key which is provided by whom?
So,
Yeah.
Server, no?
And that secret key which is present in our .env file, that is going to match using the verify method, right? After that, if it is the valid token, then the user will get the data, and if it is the invalid token, then the user is not going to get the data. That's it. Any doubt till here?
No, ma'am.
ma'am, here's a question for submission of project about deadline and dates.
As Pranav, you people will be provided about those deadlines and dates soon in your group only.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. All right. Okay, everyone. If there are no any doubts, then you people can leave the meeting.
Ma'am, one more thing. I was unable to complete my last assessment. So, is there any chance to do it again, or it can be waived off?
Yeah, you can do that later.
Okay.